So wait, what chapter is this in My Hero? What is this? I don't even know what chapter this is.
I think it's like 250. Let me check.
Okay, but regardless of what chapter it is, so this is your boy SonTJ. I know, very casual, unprofessional of me, but like I came back from the movie theaters watching Godzilla vs. Kong. Y'all don't care about that. Let me just talk about the twist that's been going on with My Hero right now. My last video, actually a video before that, I said I was done with My Hero because they wasted my time with this Deku versus Shigaraki fight that they postponed for a whole year, right? But now you have Deku versus Shigaraki back, but then you bring up this twist. Actually, it was the first twist where Shigaraki was able to take Deku's quirks. And I actually made a video saying like, this is epic, this is really cool. And then you follow it up with some of the lamest fighting, or like, it just doesn't really hit in terms of martial arts for me personally. But then it's like, okay, the plan is to give Shigaraki all your quirks. I'm like, huh, say word, son? But whatever, like cool, like we get into the final fight. This is a good little twist. Like it's not a big brawl, it's an emotional brawl. And you go through this whole like genjutsu, I'm in your soul, you're in my heart, all these emotions, Kingdom Hearts playing in the background. I get it. But then I'm getting text messages from my boy Kendall, who's on the phone with me right now. And he's letting me, hey man, some twists happening. I'm like, hey man, let me finish this movie. And it's one of those things where it kind of like The Last Jedi when you have Kylo Ren take out like Snoke. It's like, oh, it's a cool twist in the moment. It's like it's ballsy. But then you think about it, it's like, this kind of like defeats the purpose of a lot of things. So you have Shigaraki get like Black Zetsued. It's like, actually, it was me all along, Austin. It was me. It was all for one. And mind you, we have spent so long. We was spending so long seeing All For One get like fighting Endeavor with his body and trying to chase down Shigaraki, and he's saying that, oh, I gotta make it in time because I'm using Ari's quirk where it's reverse my body. Then you have freaking All Might use his Iron Man outfit, which apparently kills the power scaling even more. But screw it, this is All Might's last moment to take out his arch enemy yet again, because this is his second time. But then Bakugo comes back from having his heart be healed with bubble and string, and this nigga is able to speed blitz and do all these crazy stuff, and they even justify it. Oh, he's able to beat All For One because he's been so wore down, and he's finally done. He's getting the moves on treatment. You know what? That's spoilers, but we're gonna move past it. He's turned to a baby, all this stuff, and it's like, okay, we are finally done with this nigga. And now we have Deku versus Shigaraki. We waited for so long, and the last time we got all these cool, like, you know, gear shift and all this stuff, but then you gonna tell me that All For One was controlling all the strings. You know, the crazy thing is, I don't even mind the idea of that, but the thing is, what is the point of making Shigaraki your main villain who's supposed to be the parallel to Deku, and it's supposed to be this whole thing where it's like, this man gets sidelined by All For One every chance you get. Every time Shigaraki has a moment to shine, he's able to take out like some top tier villains. He's able to take out Aizawa without a quirk. We're gonna get to that. But he's able to take out so many people. Endeavor, he's pulling up the poses. He's doing gangster shit. But no, you cannot allow him to be the final villain without bringing old Miss I Got No Eyes back. Why can you not allow Shigaraki to be a villain? No, you keep like it. It's already tiresome where you already have All For One being the name of the quirk. So I hear this nigga's name every Tuesday. But then you want to bring this nigga back after dragging him, losing for so long, because Bakugo's the #1 favorite character of My Hero, so he's got to get the final hit for some reason. But then you bring him back, and then here's the thing also, we got to think about the stakes, right? You already raised the stakes where Deku is facing an opponent who could take away his quirks, his danger to his spider sense. That's already high stakes enough. Then he's got to give his quirks to Shigaraki in order to win, which is already crazy stakes. But then now you have All For One take over Shigaraki after he's about to have a character development moment, whatever. But then Deku has no arms. At this point, yo, Deku has no arms, no quirks. It's gonna take some ass pull to pull this out, because now you got the freaking Krillin and Yamcha come in. These niggas are coming in to take on Beerus. Then you got Aizawa who says, sorry to keep you waiting. Nigga, no one's waiting on you. All right, you got bodied by Shigaraki with no quirk. And everyone's getting jumped. Everyone jumped this man. And you only got one eye now, man. You don't even got that much stamina. Like, at this point, there's no one. Well, you think Bakugo, like, there's no one who can stop this man. And now the stakes are so high. This has been dragged on for so long. I am back to not caring. It's crazy to me how I was so hyped when Deku Shigaraki was back. I thought it was going to be this cool epic fight. Then like, okay, we're back to nerfing. I'm like, oh, you know what? It's the final fight. Character development, I get it. Even the conclusion where you have the One For All user, I don't know if it's May, I forgot her name, the one that's before, the one that's before All Might. She has a conclusion and like all these emotional moments with Shigaraki. It doesn't matter because Shigaraki is never going to have a moment when he's a true villain. Like he has his moments here and there, but All For One is always going to take that spotlight. Like at this point, why you didn't just make Shigaraki a clone of All For One? Because at this point, oh yeah, it was all me. It was all me. Oh my God. I don't know. It's like, it gets worse the more you think about it because you wasted so much time trying to make it seem like Shigaraki was going to be the final guy. He's talking about All For One is finally gone from my head. All For One looked like a freaking baby. Like he was done. And then just bring him back. Just... Ah, man, listen, man. I know Hirokoshi has gone through a lot. He's working hard. He has to take breaks. This man, one time out of chat, there's only 4 pages. But my nigga, what's the plan? I feel like you just shooting dice. Like, yeah, I know the My Hero faithfuls are going to they're going to defend this no matter what, right? And listen, I always love his art. I love what he's done for this anime franchise. And listen, most animes don't stick the ending, okay? Hell, people thought Attack on Titan was the greatest thing in fiction until the ending was debatable and people don't know what to pick. But for this, it's like, it's just one thing if your ending is not hitting the notes or maybe your ending has a little bit hiccups here and there, but why do you waste my time? You give me Deku versus Shigaraki, this hype ass fight. You got gear shift, you got Deku in his full avatar mode. Then you postpone that motherfucker for a whole year. But then I see this drag on downfall for All For One. Then you gonna tell me after Endeavor like does all this shit and he loses or whatever. Then you gonna have All For One come back from retirement like he's MJ with no fucking abilities. And then he gonna use his Iron Man suit and then he still loses. Then you gonna tell me Bakugo with the most bullshit revival ever is gonna come back and beat this nigga. Then you gonna tell me after Deku does this whole self-sacrifice bullshit that guess who's back? All For One! Like why? Why? Well, that's my thoughts about this. If this gets yellow marked, I don't care. I don't care. I just had to say it because I really love this series, man. I want to love it, but like, why would you just waste my time with this shit, man? Stop wasting my time. But that's how I feel about it. And this is just my raw reaction. I know y'all not listening. At this point, y'all already hit the dislike, whatever. Again, it's entertainment. It's not that deep for me. I got a lot more stuff going on. If you check my communication, I literally have a lot more real stuff going on in my life. But it's just one of those where I'm like, yeah, let me hype it up a little bit. Let me put my energy to it. But anyway, enough of that. Y'all don't give a fuck. So yeah, SonTJ, peace. Love y'all. More videos coming soon.